Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to another session of SS. Today we will learn our new block 7, occupations. We have completed our 6th block in the last class, isn't it? Yes. So let us start a new block, occupations. What do you understand from this word occupation? What is occupation? Occupation means the way in which people earn their living. The way in which people earn their living or earn their money is known as occupation. Occupation means the way in which people earn living. People earn their living. In which people earn their living is known as occupation. Different people doing different jobs or different occupation to earn their living. Today we will learn about the occupations, how the people earn their living. Okay, our first lesson, we will discuss our first lesson today. Today we will learn how someone earned their living from growing crops. So our first lesson is growing crops. As we discussed that different people doing different jobs or occupation to earn their living or money. And we depend on different people to get our needs. We know that we have different needs. To get our needs, we depend on different people and different people doing different jobs. Today we will learn some people who earn their living by farming or by growing crops. Let us check how they earn their living from growing crops. Our first lesson is growing crops. Lesson 1, growing crops. Crops. Aim of our lesson to assess the importance of crops. Importance of crops. Our aim is to assess the importance of crops. So we can discuss how the people earn their money by growing crops. Let's read a story. You have to listen. It is given in your textbook. It's about a farmer's life. All of you take your textbook and look it. Listen carefully. Raghu is a farmer. He grows crops in his field. He grows some fruits and vegetables as well. He plows the land, sows the seeds, waters the field and reaps the harvest. He mostly uses bullocks to plow the land. All times he borrows a tractor from his friend for plowing. He works every day even if it is too hot or too cold or rainy. He waters the field using rainwater or gets water from wells, canals and tube wells. Too much water or too little water can harm his crops. He does not have enough money, hence he has to borrow money to buy seeds. He sells his crops in the market and earns money. We buy these crops for food. Here we read about a farmer. I will ask a question to you. What does Raghu do? It's about Raghu. What does Raghu do? Yes, Raghu growing crops. What does Raghu growing? What kind of crops? That we have read. That kind of what kind of crops? Yes, he grows rice, wheat, vegetables and pulses. Okay, he grows rice, wheat, vegetables and pulses. How farming help him? He earn money by selling what he grows. Understand? Is he face any problem? What problem? Yes, he is facing some problem like he does not have enough money. Okay, what's his problem? He does not have enough money and he borrow money from his friends. He grows different type of crops and he is working very hard in the field. He take care of his crops. When it is very hot and when it is very cold, he is working in the field. He is working very hard till it is harvested. Right? Yes. Then at last and he used cows to plow the land. Why? He has no tractor. Sometimes he borrowed tractor from his friend. He protecting and he take caring cows to plow the land. So he has some difficulties for plowing the land and he does not have enough money. But he is still working very hard. So, what can you understand from this story? We can understand that what farmers do. What farmers do? Farmers growing crops. Who grows crops? Farmers growing crops. Farmers growing crops. How these crops or how farming help them? How does farming help them? It helps them to earn money by selling crops. By selling crops, they earn money. And they plowing land or plow the land. Plow the land. What are they doing to earn their living? They worked very hard in the field. They plowing the land, sow the seeds and they take care of their crops until it is harvested. When it is rain, too much water and too little water is harm to the crops. Too much water and too little water is harm to the crops. So they need to take care of their crops. They are watering their crops and they take care of their crops and they plow the lands. They worked very hard in their field. At last, they sold in the market and they earn money. But sometimes some farmers have some difficulties. They does not have enough money. Then they can't buy tractors, and still they are using bullock to plow the lands. Anyway, we depend on these farmers, isn't it? For what? We all are depend on farmers. For what? Yes, to get food. They sold these grains, pulses and vegetables in the market, and we buy from the market. So we depend on farmers. We depend farmers for food. We depend farmers for food. Okay. Now we can understand that farmers help us to get our food, and they work very hard in their field to earn their living. What happens if a farmer cannot have a good harvest? What will happen if a farmer cannot have a good harvest? What will happen? He is unable to sell the crops, or he is unable to sell food in the market, and we would not get food. So everyone depends on the farmers to get food. It's not possible is growing crops. That I already told you that growing crops, people growing crops in the field. Most of the farmers are living in the villages. Most of the farmers are living in the villages, because in the villages there have a large open place. Where is it not possible? It is not possible in the cities. There is no large open place to grow crops, and we can't grow the crops in dry land and infertile land. If the soil is fertile, crops can grow. Understand? So, let me conclude this topic. What we have discussed, what did you learn today? Yes, our blog name is Occupation. What is occupation? Occupation means people, the way in which people earn their living. The way in which people earn their living is known as occupation. There are different occupations. People doing different jobs or occupation to earn their living. And we depend on different people to get our needs. And we have discussed, especially we have discussed about the farmers. How the people earn their living by growing crops. How the people earn their living? First they grow the crops, they buy seeds and sow seeds in the field, then take care of that crops, watering the field and take care of the field. Then at last they worked very hard till they get harvest. At last they sell in the market. Then we will get food. So a farmer growing crops. A farmer growing different type of crops like vegetable, fruits, grains and pulses. Farmer growing different type of crops like vegetable, fruits, grains and pulses. And they sell these things and sell these things in the market and earn money. We depend on the farmers to get our food. If a farmer is unable, or if a farmer is not get a good harvest, what would happen? We would not get food. Farmers played an important role in our life. Farming is very important occupation. We depend on farming to get our food. Then most of the farmers living in the villages because there is a large open place. We can't cultivate crops in the cities because there is a limited space. There is no open place to grow the crops. The dry land and infertile land also is not possible to grow crops. So I hope you clear this portion. We can discuss our workbook. S1 growing crops. Read the passage and underline things that we get from a farmer. Here a passage is given here. You have to read that passage and underline the things we get from a farmer. Then give 3 reasons why growing crop is an important occupation. Why growing crop is an important occupation? First thing you can write, we can earn money. Then second thing, it is very important to us, we depend on food. And we also depend on farmers to get clothes. Cotton is very important. Cotton is the raw material to make clothes. Farmers growing cotton to make clothes. So it's also very important. We depend on farmers to get clothes. Write about one problem that a farmer faces. Farmers face some financial problem. They does not have enough money. Sometimes they borrow money they have to borrow money from others. And sometimes they are unable to buy some things like tractor, like that. But still they are working very hard to earn their living. It's an important job. Okay? I hope you clear this portion. Thank you. Have a great day.